NBC reporter tries to bash Trump, prove she doesn't know basic facts, by Adam Castellino, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. Once again, President Donald Trump went after the fake news during a recent rally. Naturally, the egomaniacs in the media were offended. But when one of them tried to put Trump in his place, she exposed her own ignorance. The denizens of social media were not kind. American journalism is in the toilet, that we already know. Aside from alternative and conservative outlets, most of the major news networks are full on corrupt. They go out of their way to distort the facts simply to push their liberal agenda. Honestly, the things I see on the fake news stagger belief. They hate our president so much, there is little they won't do to hurt him. And they only wind up hurting themselves. It comes as no surprise that most Americans distrust the media. Trump supporters and conservatives are fed up with the journalists' constant lies. That's why when they gather at sold-out rallies to see the president, they are quick to chant fake news and other slogans at the press. At a recent rally in South Carolina, Trump took the opportunity to refer to the media as the enemy of the people, which they are. Pretty accurate, if you ask me. The mainstream media is no longer in the business of simply reporting the facts, if they ever were. They are totally and completely the propaganda arm of the Democratic Party, and they're still losing. Real news no longer exists on CNN, MSNBC, the New York Times, and many others. Let's not even get started on Time magazine. You'd think the media would wake up, perhaps even start reporting accurately? Nope. After lying and pushing fake news for years, they have the audacity to get upset and offended when Americans call them out for their bullcrap. Then they accuse the president of attacking the First Amendment. Wow. The president is in South Carolina tonight at a rally for gubernatorial candidate Henry McMaster, and as is customary at Trump rallies, the journalists covering them don't usually receive a warm welcome from either the president or the crowd. Look at all those fake newsers back there, Trump intoned. Steve Peoples, the enemy of the people, Trump says, pointing at the free press at the back of the room. Yeah, free press to spew free lies. That tweet inspired this deep thought from NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Casey Hunt, source Twitchy. The last person to rule America who didn't believe in First Amendment was King George III. Girlfriend, the only people disgracing the First Amendment around here is you and your comrades. The fake news media don't respect our rights. If they did, they wouldn't prostitute the news to protect the Liberal Party. They'd actually shock report the news. But let's not gloss over the real shocker of Hunt's tweet. She actually suggested Trump rules America. What? Does this NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent not know the basics of our government? Someone who works in D.C. should know that the president does not rule, not even a little. Tim Treacher here, rule in quotations. Rule America? What? Rule? Take a deep breath, Casey. Rule? A top political reporter for NBC demonstrates her civics education chops. The last person that, presidents don't rule, referring to her tweet. Presidents don't rule America. I'm not surprised they gave you a TV show. It's pretty amazing to see a DC reporter using such terms, but let's be honest, Hunt didn't just slip up. This is a look into how the media really sees our government. You see, they wanted Hillary Clinton to become president, much like the man who served before her. She'd run the White House like a dictatorship. Obama didn't think of himself as a president. He pushed policy without insight or support from Congress. Obama used executive orders to force his agenda. He even obligated America to foreign agreements without our consent or approval, such as the Paris Climate Accord. How about the Iran deal? That sounds like a tyrant king to me. Hunt's tweet is perfectly appropriate. She doesn't believe in democracy. Few liberals do. They want to transform America into a socialist regime. That means creating an all-powerful government that decides everything for us, much like a medieval king would. Hunt slipped when she said rule because that's what she wants, just with a liberal on the throne. Scary when you think about it, but it's completely true. Yeah, actually, that is the case. Yep, that's what they wanted. Because how they're going to get their New World Order agenda in motion that Soros desperately wants. And these are their hacks, their paid shills, because there's not a lot of people watching mainstream media now. So how are they supporting themselves? Through other funds. So you get what I'm saying. That's the only way, the reason. But no matter, more people are disgusted and not watching them now more so than ever. People are waking up to their what they're doing. People are sick and tired of it, and there's going to be a red wave this midterm election year. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.